There is a Wakandian who has taken out the Imperial, I guess, royal families of the entire universe. They have killed Star-Lord's dad, Star-Lord's sister, and Hulk's second son, Hero Kala. Did I mention that Hulk now is back into Worldbreaker form with She-Hulk and Amadeus Cho? They look so badass. But now the team of the Kree, the Skrull, the Shi'ar, Nova, Richard Rider, Star-Lord, Ronan the Accuser, and the Incredible Hulk are all now trying to take down Wakanda or find out who the hell is this person. This is Imperial issue 1, the brand new series written by Jonathan Hickman, and this issue was super long, super detailed, and a nice, I guess, murder mystery. I love it. The story starts off with these two people talking, and they're playing like this weird like chess game, and I'm assuming this is part of one of the solar systems in Wakanda. I believe T'Challa owns that. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. And how this game or this war will begin when someone has to die, and I'm assuming that's going to be Hulk's son and all the other Imperial like guard, I should say. Then we go to Gateway 2318 and the Milky Way, and you see the ship flying in. Have I ever told you how much I hate space, Amadeus? An endless sea of black death and the occasional unsustainable rock. Of course you hate it. Only an insane person wouldn't. I guess we're both a little crazy for being here, huh? Yes, you're right, Jen, but it'd be crazy to say no because of him. And this one, Jen looks at Bruce. Bruce, are you there? Why did you ask us to come? And he's like, because we're family and my son is dead. The ship finally lands on the planet Scar. Yes, the one where Planet Hulk and Worldbreaker Hulk even started. Amadeus, Jen, and Bruce come out in their Hulk forms, which it looks so badass. And I like it how this version of Hulk looks like the current Phil Kennedy Johnson Hulk, but just in Worldbreaker form. The world is on fire. What happened here? I do not know, my lord. I am connected to the WorldNet, but there is so much confusion. All I know for sure is that this is not how things should be. The city is rioting in chaos when it should be mourning about our fallen king. Amadeus is like, do you think we missed the funeral? And this purple being comes right behind him saying, what you miss, what we all miss is a true, hungry fighting king. Instead, all we had was a failed and fallen Hero Kala. Hulk's liege comes up to front of them and says, don't ever disrespect the king like that. And the purple being slices him in half. And you, Worldbreaker, do you have any words about your son, Hero Kala? No, no words. Hulk punches this bitch and lands right on top of him. And you, do you have any words for me? And he's like, mercy? Wrong planet, friend. Hulk beats the living hell out of this guy. Does anybody remembering me? Worldbreaker. Hulk looks at the villagers and he's like, what happened here? Why is here after Hero Kala's death, this place is in ruin? One of the scientists for the planet Scar, I guess, was finding out there's actually a poison that took out Hero Kala. And it's not just Scar, or the planet Scar, I should say. There's other beings in the whole solar system, or the universe, I should say, who has been affected with this poison. There's actually two of them. One of them that actually weakens their powers, and the other one is to actually make sure they stay dead. Amadeus Cho's like, okay, how would you know that? I mean, I've done a bit of reading. Scar in Nuevo, basically a backwater world compared to the hub of the council work. What caught your eye? We knew what we were looking for. And how would you know something like that? In the last 2 weeks, this is the 4th leader in the Union world who has been murdered in the same exact manner. And I'm like, holy crap, like what is going on here? Later on, we actually had a funeral for Hero Kala, the son of the Hulk. And Hulk asks She-Hulk, I need you to stay for about 5 days because I need to figure out what is going on here. This is urgent. This is family. And She-Hulk's like, will you be back in 5 days? You have my word. But as we know, that did not happen. Because on the other side of the universe, at the Volcom City station, this is when we see Star-Lord's dad with Star-Lord contacting with the scientists, the same ones from the planet Scar, finding out that the sister of Star-Lord is in this weird stasis from that poison. So, Father, do you think there's something more to this? If you're asking me if I believe in coincidences, no, I do not. I will burn an offering and kiss God's feet if it means your sister will come back in full recovery. You need to understand, Peter, as soon as the council is assembled and called into session, I will lose control of the situation. It will become political quickly and involve more than just the Spatori. So I need someone working outside the system for us. Do you understand, Peter? And Peter's like, yes, I understand, Father. I will help you trying to investigate what is going on. This is when Star-Lord goes to this market to find where Nova's at. And Nova's at this bar being drunk, doing some Nova things or Richard Rider things. What do you want, Peter, with the one of the last Novas in the entire universe? I get it, Rich. You're trying to tell me I'm too cool for the room. I agree. Richard's like, no. You're being wanted right now. What do you want with me? Star-Lord's father actually got the Shi'ar involved with this whole situation going on. And I guess Imperial soldiers have been infected with this disease or this virus, or I should say poison. Star-Lord gets a message. He's like, I'll be right back. Something's come up. And he goes outside to the ambassadors where Hulk is at right now, wants to talk with Star-Lord's father. A series of murders have been committed. My son was among them. I want to know what you know. Star-Lord's father is like, I know that my daughter, she's in comastasis right now and basically is like a vegetable. Beyond that, nothing has been confirmed. As soon as it is, I will let you know as soon as possible. But I'm very sorry about your son. It's an evil thing that's happened and whoever did it must pay. Hulk's like, he hated me. And excuse me? What? He hated me. The circumstances don't matter. All that matters is that I failed him in some way. Now I'll never be able to fix it. Do you have any idea how angry that makes me? Star-Lord takes Nova to this, fighting cage area in the middle of, this random bizarre planet. It tells him what's been happening with all the royal families of the whole, universe. And I have some good news for you, Richard Rider. I know you're looking for some work. Let me guess. You want to offer me a job? Yeah, I do. We need you. My father's requested the best and is willing to pay the top dollar. Oh, God, no. I'm not. And Peter's like, what? Yeah, I said no. Wait, why? And Richard's like, well, you're a criminal. I don't want to deal with that. It's nothing personal. I just don't want to get in that mess. And so Peter Quill walks off and he's like, contact me if you change your mind. Eventually, Peter's dad and all the scientists have figured out what this poison is and where it came from. And he contacts all the Imperial soldiers in the entire universe, the Shi'ar, Kree, Skrull, the Hulk family, everyone. I mean, look at this. You got everybody in this whole throne room right now. Looks pretty cool. This was confirmed by the medical hive of the council. One of the poisons is highly mutatable and adaptive. The other incredibly direct and aggressive, like the races they come from. The Skrull and the Kree. Before the Hulking was about to get arrested for his crimes, which he didn't do, this guy comes up, he's like, wait, I created the poison. I created it. The Kree and Skrull Ministry of Science was contracted to create this compound toxin, so we did. But we did not want to start this war and hurt people. To who, man? Yes, who? Other parties of the council, but we didn't. Bam! There was actually a sniper, and now he's firing at everybody else. Where? What is this area? This is when Star-Lord's father gets hit right in the chest. No, Dad! We finally find our culprit from this whole mystery, and it's this guy right here. And Hulk's like, Wakandian. He gets on this speeder bike and flies off. Hulk can't follow him because he needs to save everybody else in this council because he broke the atmosphere, globe that keeps all the air in. Later on, this Skrull starts talking to Peter and how many deaths there have. I guess there was 12 deaths there and more compromised. And we don't know what is happening at all. Why is this person doing this? But they're trying to follow up a lead. Star-Lord goes to his father's body and picks up the rein. He's like, I gotta take what my father is, a leader. You're a little late to the cavalry, man. And it's Nova, Richard Rider, with this helmet on, finally ready to fight, which he looks kind of older here. I don't know how old Richard is at this point. Will you help me catch the people who did this? And he's like, that I can do. 1 hour later, we see Deathbird, the Shi'ar, the Ronin the Accuser, and every race basically show up in a council. Ronin's like, there's footage of the attacker, and he puts it on his hammer. The accusers tracked the payments bank to the banking houses of Wakanda Prime, and the bullets we took from the bodies were made out of vibranium fired by an agent of the Empire. What do we do now? There is blood on the feathers and bitter taste of betrayals in our mouths. It will not go unanswered. There is only one thing that can follow. And Hulk says, war. Dude, this issue was gas. Go pick it up right now. It is fire.